So obviously, like I said, you guys already kind of got the backstory. You already know that Chris Kindred was the arbiter of Gamergate 2.0. And this is how it all started, right? Alyssa Mercante was kind of like the other aspect of it, where she was one of the main reports to come out about what happened, and she chose to ignore how it started. And that's how this all actually blew up. Try to lie and cheat your way through. Eventually, it's going to come out. So let's get into this video as he describes the fact that Chris Kindred actually called his job. But the funny thing is, it's not even his job. Like, you're calling an old job because you're going based off a 3-year-old tweet. Like, you're not even doing relevant information. You are so terminally online that you are harassing, literally harassing a place of work that doesn't even have that person at that job anymore, but you're choosing to harass them anyway because you're such a terminally online retard that you can't even verify the information that, by the way, you're not supposed to have, because that's essentially doxing. But I mean, to an extent, whatever. This was publicly posted on Twitter, so that's fine. But you couldn't even verify. You called and harassed without verifying. It's amazing.
I was hoping that they would reprimand her, but no. All I got was Carolyn Petit, her superior, doubling down and saying, no, I'd do the same thing if someone talked about me in a YouTube video. Like,
just a FYI, Carolyn Petit is a dude.
Okay, so you are filled with enablers at Kotaku, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, not diversity of thought, diversity of what people look like, which doesn't do a damn thing when you all have nose rings, but whatever. Look however you want to look. It's okay. But if nobody is giving you repercussions, if no one's holding you back, if no one's stopping you from doing outrageously deplorable actions, then somebody needs to hold you accountable to do that, which is why I decided to create Kotaku Detected, a source, a resource on my website to let people know that there are some really deplorable actions from these people that have not been held accountable whatsoever. They feel like they have free reign to do whatever the hell they want, from contacting someone's significant other to having pictures of their family shared everywhere on social media to contacting their job, which brings me full circle to Chris Kindred, someone who is listed on Kotaku Detected because how he kicked off Gamergate 2. He wasn't a big fan of me listing him on that website. And instead of reaching out to me and talking to me about it and having a conversation, what's he do? Go straight to my funding source, or at least what he thought was, where he reached out to a company that I had worked for and said that, get this, that I am harassing and have started a website collecting a non-white audience.
What? What? What is that? Yo, okay, so this narrative that they have about, oh, he's making a list harassing people. How, bro? How is he making a list harassing people? That does not make any sense. Okay? Because, and this is why a lot of them don't want to have conversations with us publicly on streams or anything like that, because I will ask them basic questions that they are not going to have the answer to. And if they do answer it, they're going to fuck up their entire narrative. That's just the truth of it. So, with that being said, if compiling a list of journalists, right, with all their information that's publicly available, excluding their contact information, because he did not put that there. All he put was first name, last name, picture, and articles that they've written. If compiling a list is harassment, then why are you guys harassing yourselves with your own list that you have of all your journalists compiled with contact information? Why are you harassing yourself? If that is the basis of harassment, if that's what we're going to say is harassment, then you guys are harassing yourselves. If reporting on someone and what they do publicly, which in this case are journalists, if Smash JT is making a video talking about what you publicly wrote, how is that harassment? But you writing an article talking about what someone else did is not harassment. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The problem is that you're not going to make it make sense because you know it doesn't make sense. That's what it is. You know that it doesn't make sense. So with that being said, let's continue the video.
I don't know, Chris. I feel like this is pretty easily disprovable if you go to my website and see that there's nothing illegal here, even though you guys tried to get my website taken down and did for like 36 hours. There's nothing that's not public information. This is all readily apparent. In fact, I've gone so far as to encourage my
Holy shit. Did you see that, Psycho?
information. This is all readily apparent. In fact, I've gone so far as to
Holy shit. What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that mustache too? Wow. You see that mustache? Holy shit. That is crazy.
encourage my audience to not harass you guys, to not go after you. In fact, this is just a resource for you. I haven't listed any Twitters, links to any personal Gmails or even your work emails. I haven't listed your phone number, which you have listed on your own personal website. Like,
Bingo,
you have it listed there.
Bingo. Bingo. Exactly. If you're complaining about what Smash JT has on his website, you have the same information, but worse. You have contact information. You have methods of actual harassment that people can utilize against you. You are harassing yourselves. Oh, and somebody said in the super chat, I think it was James Zopp. I got to catch up on super chats, but I'll read this one because it's relevant right now. FYI, Chris Kindred is a biological woman. So I've heard that rumor, and it's just a rumor right now. I have not seen any proof that this person is a biological woman. I've actually had someone reach out to me that says that they were high school friends with this person, and that to their knowledge, there was a biological male. I haven't seen either or. I mean, he definitely acts like a bitch, so I would not be surprised if that's the case. But I'm still looking. I'm still looking for like concrete proof. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, it kind of can go either way. Like, people are saying it looks like a female. I don't really know. I don't really know about that. I don't know about that. Normally, I could tell a little bit easier, but with this one, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder. Not gonna lie to you. So we'll see if I could get any concrete proof on that. But hey, I would not be surprised.
Which brings me full circle as to you contacting a place of work of mine that I
See you later, Cassie. Have a good night, Cold Classic Cage. Everybody go subscribe. Cold Classic Cage is amazing.
was at like 3 years ago, okay? And these people, they're very busy people. They have professional jobs. They're working hard. Do some research before you start doing stuff like this. But you leave these messages and you think it's not going to get back to me. I don't know. Maybe you thought it would be anonymous, even though you left your name and your phone number, which is your same phone number that you list on your website, which is how I know it's you. Like, I don't know what you were thinking and why you thought this was a good idea, but this is going to come back full force on you. You are the bad guy in this situation. You don't do stuff like this. I don't know how else to tell you this, but it's just like you just keep taking L after L after L. All I'm doing.
Hey, Smash JT, that's my line. God damn it. L after L after L after L.
Is calling out shenanigans in the video game industry. I'm shining a spotlight on the bad actors. I'm letting people know that care about video games who the people are that might not have their best interests in mind when covering the games, when talking about the video game industry. And honestly, I feel like that's a pretty honorable position to take, as much as it pisses you guys off because you're the ones getting caught with your pants down with this awful things that you've done and said over the years that are being called out by me and many others because we want to make the video game industry better.
I gotta imagine that at this point, now that Chris Kindred was stupid enough to actually call his place of work with the same phone number, mind you, I mean, you gotta be retarded. You have to be next level retarded to not only harass someone at their job, but to then harass them with the same fucking phone number that you have, you absolute idiot. I gotta imagine that now Smash JT has to have a good case, a good legal case against these morons. I feel like he has to, between the doxing of his website. Well, not the doxing. I'm sorry. The attack of his website, trying to take it down, affect his income there, and then to the actual real harassment of calling someone's job and trying to get them fired, even though they don't work there anymore. You're trying to get them fired. At this point, he's got to have a good case against these people, especially since you can verifiably prove that it was Chris Kindred, which is amazing.